But when there are problems later on, and that is discovered, and that also is proven, there's a process called declaration of nullity. It could be annulled, or could be rather declared null. It is null already. What the church does. It really is invalid in the first place, but the church will declare it null after some study through a tribunal. Okay, so it invalidates. Yeah, it's an invalidating factor. You know? It's unfortunate. They were not really thinking of marriage, you know, when they tied the knot in that case. Any other questions? Oh no, they're shy. I think Mark.
Father, I have a question. This is Mitch.
Hi, Mitch. Could you show yourself, Mitch, if it's okay?
No, I can just like hide myself. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. So I think personally, me, Father, I sometimes look at marriage like it's better than to be celibate. Maybe I am wrong. So I want to know because like in marriage you will have someone to journey with you, right? And I'm just thinking about people pursuing celib, right? So,
wonderful
yeah,
question.
so I think so my like sometimes if you have a relationship with someone, it's like very harmonious, and yet it's too good to be true sometimes. So you think like it will be a smooth journey in the future. That's why I would like to know what are the not really the challenges or like the challenges of marriage that we will need to look in the future so that we can also like factor in how we perceive marriage.
To what you said earlier, no, the first sentence, no, I think it's good to get married because through marriage you will find a support. Okay, so in the most natural tendency of each person, yes, no, that is true. However, God can also call some persons to dedicate themselves to God, like myself. And this one, the Sacrament of Orders, and also those who have that commitment somehow called apostolic celibacy, because God wanted them to be such, they complement each other. They complement, meaning those who are married are helped, are inspired by those who are celibate. And we who are celibate, I am a celibate, I'm a priest, we look towards marriage because we come from healthy marriages and we continue healthy. So they complement. Which is better for me? It's up to you and God, no? Because some are called by God also towards that. St. Paul will be very clear, and Catholic theology likewise, saying that celibacy has that superiority in of objective reality. But subjectively, it depends now on each one's discernment. Okay. Now, a person normally doesn't just decide to get married one day, or overnight. Okay, there's a storyline for each marriage, and there's the courtship, the getting to know, there's the courtship, and then later on there's the engagement. You can have many diverse ways of looking at it. Okay, so a person in preparation for marriage will have to know how to love. First and foremost, love means self-gift. Okay, so even in childhood, he or she can already be said to be preparing for marriage, because marriage is a gift of self, a gift of love. So if he has seen it from his parents, thanks be to God, the child has to grow in sharing, in being generous. And when he meets somebody whom he likes or she likes, then the preparation becomes more, you would say, upfront. It includes now, is this person worthy of, you would say, my dedication? Can he help me? Will the help be mutual? Okay? And each couple, in preparing now for the final dedication, commitment, will have to figure out what are the challenges that they could face. Many times it's personalities. On other occasions, it's the in-laws. Still other occasions, it may be, I don't know, financial and many others. So there are so many. But if a person has learned how to give himself or herself, even if you don't have a boyfriend, even if a person is still far away, I think he or she can easily be prepared for marriage. When you talk about boyfriend, girlfriends, how can we prepare for marriage? My recommendation will be learn how to give yourself to each other, preserve yourselves, okay, because you're not yet married. And at the same time, I'm a priest. Pray together. And then get into advice from people who have treaded the path, at the same time spiritual direction for each one, with people with dedication to the spiritual life. They could be celibates, they could be priests, etc., etc. I hope I answered, Mitch. You hit
Yeah,
it.
yes, Father. I think that makes sense and it's helpful. Thank you.
Thank you for the dog. No, it's not yours.
Yeah, it's ours. Sorry, I need to mute now.
Okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Okay.
Other questions?
Any other
I
question?
have I have a question.
Okay,
Okay.
Maan.
Who are you?
Maan.
This is Man.
Man, hello. How are you, man?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm good. Okay, Father, I'm not sure if this will make sense, but
It will.
what if because I'm not into civil wedding. Like I would tell the friends that it's better talaga na you get married in the church. But what if we get invited?
Mm-hmm.
As a friend,
Yeah.
I mean, is it okay to reject?
Okay. I mentioned earlier that there's great ignorance, I think, on this and the points I discussed earlier. No, people don't know
Mhm.
it's not the real marriage, for example.
Yes.
And sometimes accompanying people who don't know may be the best. Sometimes.
Mm.
But other times, if the person knows that this is not the real thing, it sometimes requires some heroism to deny. So to
Mhm.
So each person, I think, will have to determine and to draw that line for herself. Meaning, will this person eventually be accompanied by me or helped so that he or they can really get married, the real thing? And if the answer is yes, then by all means go there.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
But you know, and they should know that you don't completely sort of are saying, I mean, you are eyeing that they be also married in the true sense of the word, no? The sacramental marriage. But sometimes we have to accompany people in the dark.
Mm.
Also was saying that, no? At other moments, if the close friend and then she insists, she knows, no, then sometimes it's also good. There's nothing wrong. She won't. She would get hurt at the start, perhaps, but in the long run, yeah, to be heroic. No, I don't approve of that. You know me, no, how come, etc. And then you don't attend. I don't know. Each person will be different, no? And then it's good to also think of that in your own prayer, no, because yeah, the thing of the accompaniment is so strong, and that's so important right now.
Okay. All
Okay,
right.
okay. Thank you, man, for your.
Yes. Thank you.
People are shy.
Hi, hello, Father.
Who are you? Oh, who are you?
I'm Julie Aguilar from Tacloban.
Oh, ay, from Tacloban. Wow.
Yes. Father, I've noticed that most people receive the Holy Communion even if they're not married in church, because they
Yeah.
don't know. And if we correct them, some of them don't believe us. So we refer them to a priest. So
Mhm.
could the Catholic Church do something like a simple catechism,
Yes. Mhm.
maybe once every quarter or twice a year, that encouraging people to get married in church, and then telling them that if you won't get married in church, you don't have the right to receive the Holy Eucharist.
Yes. Julia, I think you
Yes.
raised a very good point in relation to catechesis. Okay? In
Yes.
our country, this is something we have to pray for a lot. Okay? Because among our
Yes.
priests, you have to pray for us because we have to be, in the first place, catechists ourselves. Meaning that we have to
Yes.
what really is the doctrine of the faith. At the same time, without repelling people, continuing that stance of accompaniment and openness. But we have to teach really what our faith contains.
Yes.
Now, when we see anomalies, when we see sort of confusion in relation to things, then we could perhaps suggest in our particular circumstance, first in the parish, if we are capable and able also to help out, and then in the small circles, in small ripples, you will have catechists who will speak the truth and teach people also what is correct. But firsthand, when we see this, we should not be scandalized, okay? And we have to pray and then just help out and think of ways so that the real deal, the truth, can reach them. Meaning through catechesis. Now, if you're asking me, the church should have this quarterly, I agree with you. The thing is, I'm not a bishop. And
Yes.
I trust bishops, but the work, example, in our own circumscription, personal, like that. That's why there are doctrine classes. Now, this is open to all. It could be, it's recorded. I could forward you. You can pass it.
Ah, Father, excuse me. This doctrine class is open to all.
Well, open to Merck's friends. But later, let's talk. I mean, I can pass you
Because
the.
I asked a question and I was not answered. So I didn't invite my friends.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
it was posted in our circle.
Okay. Maybe since my first time also, I think it's limited to those who are attending this formation.
Yes, oo. So maybe that's why it was not answered.
Yeah.
Father, I think it's okay. I could present this situation to the bishop, write to him. Because
I recommend you go first to the people in the parish.
in our parish priest is doing his part. No, what we call is no arancel, no payment, no rate for marry if the couple wants to be married. It's
Yeah.
only through donation, and
Wonderful.
we're even
Free.
free. So it's free. So we're even campaigning for couples to have their names listed.
Yeah.
But still, some, I don't know, maybe the evil is also working. They're lazy.
Yeah.
So maybe we should spoon feed them.
Yeah.
Because the Sisters of Charity has a gown, shoes, barong. Bouquet is free because the sisters are asking for donation.
Okay.
Sometimes the mayor gives food. It's
But-
really spoon feeding and still people are not responding.
Yeah, you raise a very good point. That's also a difficulty because I recently officiated a wedding and I helped out some couples in our conference center in Tagaytay. This is also one of the challenges. Not only the people don't know, it's also people are lazy, in seeing
Yes.
the value of this. So it's also good to accompany what you're doing. Thank you.
Yeah, accompany. Yes, Father. Thank you very much.
To another.
Accompany people in the dark.
I suggest among the diocesan policies, just present it to the parish priest and he discerns what has to be raised to the authority. If you take my 2 cents worth, 2 cents advice.
I'll do that, Father, and in case I'll talk to our bishop informally. Because
Okay.
sometimes she
Oh.
visits our parish.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you too.
Are there any other questions?
Galing mga questions. I like them. Okay, I think there's somebody talking. The thing is, I don't know who.
Hi, Father. May sinend akong question sa chat pero hindi ko alam kung nabasa niyo po.
Sorry, I wasn't able to.
Can I answer it publicly, Sari?
Yeah, okay lang. Kasi parang, di ba parang ginagawa nga ng church na mas maging inclusive